There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. I kind of got busy doing something. My apologies. That's right. I'm stupid. I am stupid. I am stupid. Let's get my shenanigans all in order. Let's get them all in order. Let's get them all in order. There we go. There we go. I think it's 6 o'clock. It says it's 6 o'clock. So let's send that out so that everybody and their brother is ready, ready, ready. I have the thing in question ready to go. Oh God, we got a Sparky from Sparky's Tech. Hello,
Just remember,
Sparky.
folks, Rogue said it. He's stupid.
That's it. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Yes, yes, I got things.
Ah, Dee, you are stupid. Why are you so
Stupid.
stupid?
Yes, yes, yes. Hey, like I said, if I'm wrong or stupid, I'm gonna call it out. It's pretty simple. But have I never called it out? Anywho's, Eddie Hoozle, how you been doing
All the
over there,
fucking time.
Sparkles?
Oh, I'm doing great. Um, and unfortunately, what was it? 2 days ago, we kind of upheaved Jim Max a little bit.
A little bit, a wee bit.
I was gonna say that the way this stream's named, we could almost redeem it, but
We
oh
could.
no,
Oh yes.
oh no!
Yes, 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 yes.
Why,
Almost.
why did you have to put that face? Hang on,
This.
no, hang on. Put it back up.
Okay, give me a moment. Give me a moment. The Terrorsperg interview. So yeah, yes. This is Mr. Metokur's interview with Terrorsperg based off of
Huh?
the earlier portions of everybody's personal favorite, Mersh. Yes.
Hmm. For whatever reason, my sound pad's not finding sounds.
Yes, yes, you are stupid. Thank you. Thank you, Deadpool. Rogue is so really no. I've not gotten that far. Sorry, I'm not gonna rate that one. I leave that one to you.
No.
I leave that one to you. So yeah, but I will put it up.
Ah, that one's working. What's wrong with my sound pad?
I don't know. You broke it.
I don't have the mush clips.
Oh, that's because you've been playing Elite Dangerous and it's still holy shit.
Probably.
Oh God. But yeah, no, I was a little late because I was doing other things, and I realized that it's 6 o'clock.
Well, technically, it's 8 o'clock.
For you, it is. For me, it's not. It's a completely different time zone. So,
Your time zone doesn't exist. It's Canada.
technically, yes and no. It's kind of California and a few other different places, Washington and
Yeah. Yeah, Deadpool's like, oh Jesus, mush and the horse seizure. Yeah, that's why I was bringing my fucking sound pad up for. But for whatever reason, the fucking horse seizure clips got wet.
yeah, it just kind of went away,
Oh,
whoop,
boys.
all over the place. But yeah, no, basically it's got a whole different montage of different things. It's the I gotta say it's the best off of Metokur for the most part, as well as getting him inundated to Mersh. So yes. Oh God, there's so many things that we could cover, but yeah, I thought we go back to a little bit of the classical because we're going to be getting some interesting data eventually. Plus, apparently, some Romanian hackers or doxers or swatters or whatever have got some unusual court time. So that's going to be fun and exciting to find out when we get there. So Are you ready for the excitement?
Hang on a minute.
Okay, he's not ready for the excitement. Are you ready for the summer? Uh, how's everybody doing out there in Chatsville? I have no idea.
This
Y-
is stupid.
yes, yes, it is.
For whatever reason, okay, the file is there.
Okay.
Nothing's been moved.
Uh huh.
Nothing's been deleted,
Okay.
but it's not registering it. So
Oh,
I had to delete and put it back in. Now we got
there you go.
horse sounds again.
Yay! So yeah, you worked out your challenge, your technical challenges.
My technical challenges was learning how to fly in Elite Dangerous.
That's everybody's technical challenge. But
So
once you
far,
get
I've
that
won
figured
pretty
out,
good.
yes, yes, once you get that figured out, it becomes a no-brainer afterwards.
Yeah, and apparently, I'm still being talked about right now. Um, I'm being talked about in Powder's server.
What about this time?
That it's yes, it's VTuber related. Just guess.
I'm gonna have to say it's
It's
because
VTuber.
of Cinder shit.
Yeah.
Yay! I got it
So
right. I'm not as
Powder.
stupid as I thought I
So
was.
Powder is the person who made the complete timeline dot.
Yeah.
Well, and Powder's also the one that pointed out the odd edits in that one screenshot.
Uh-huh.
Not the screenshot in screenshot message. The one that had the complete section in the message missing.
Oh, okay.
She noticed the whiteout portion of it.
Uh-huh.
Someone actually pointed out in her Discord that entire line was missing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't see that. It's like
Yeah.
it's like so go through all the docs again, make sure all the screenshots are in order. Got it.
Yeah. Have you guys heard of Ghost from the True Capless Radio?
Yes, we've heard of Ghost. We've heard of that fucking old ancient Alex Jones wannabe
Oh, him. I was trying to
Sporg
figure out
that
exactly
is
which one.
tsundere over Pippa.
Yes. I was trying to figure out exactly which one.
Yeah.
Ghost. Oh
Yes,
god.
we know of him. He's just
Look,
very
I've dealt with enough
crotchety.
ghosts. I've dealt with specters, spooks, ghastlies, and a few other different things. All hail Blue Whale. And
Oh hell blue. Oh god, that is old.
yeah, I know. Just like
That
the
is so
internet.
fucking old.
But yes. Yes.
Welcome to the internet. Have a look around.
Hey, do you remember when the internet used to scream at you before you got into it?
Time out. Yes. Did it kind of go something like this?
Yep. Yeah. That was the day I got him to say fuck the Alamo. Really? Why? Why?
Why would you troll such a helpless, pathetic old man? Don't you have anything better to do if you're oh
Well,
wait,
well, well, he
you're
is Deadpool.
Deadpool. Got it.
That is Deadpool from '85. So I mean, not much to do in '85. Ugh. I'm surprised you're able to hold on to the internet. Just be careful, somebody might phone you up. I'll fuck you day.
Oh, kind of like oh, what was the news? It was some tour swatting faggots that getting raked over the coals, and Jim is on his Twitter doing this.
Pretty much. Nah, lol. No, I have a funny feeling that you're going to be stuck in that time frame. Just be extra careful. Do
Oh
not
fuck,
answer.
we are not doing 5 hours.
I said we're doing a bit. We're not doing the entire thing.
Well, a bit can mean a couple different things, but
Yes.
we are not fucking doing 5 hours.
No, but it is 5 hours long. Just to point that out for those people who are
Well,
interested. It
how about
is in the description somewhere. It is in the. I'm hoping it showed up in the actual title portion of it, so that you guys could go over
Terrorsperg?
there and in whatever you want to go into to watch that in continuing. But we are going to touch a bit of this so that we can have some fun and shenanigans. It could be 26 minutes. It could be an hour. It could be less.
Uh, it's mush.
So yes.
It's
Oh,
fucking
my
mush.
adventure with apples is definitely dead. Thank God. Thank God.
I
Thank God.
don't. All right, so look, here's the way it goes,
Mm,
and I know, I had some DMs with them. They haven't DM'd me for a bit, but it's like I told them. It's like Rogue is Rogue. Rogue is a fucking asshole. Rogue is also a fucking troll. And if you're gonna prove Rogue wrong, you better cross your T's and not your I's, because I'm not fighting him on this one. I do not know the software. I have no idea to begin where to really dive into to
Hi, James.
dissect it. The only thing I can do is go, it's suspect. It does look like there's tampering. Even without that stuff, it looks like it's tampering. But end of the day, it's speculative. I don't
Yeah.
need that. I have a DM clearly fucking edited right here, side by side. You can see one document this DM, the other document this
No,
DM,
no,
one
no.
message messing. That's all I need.
See, I went through the whole gambit, explained to Wants Apple or Apple Wants exactly how this entire software is supposed to work. I give them instructions. They went through the different little questionnaires, the what ifs, and got to a point where I'm going. I'm tired of you what ifs.
Mm-hmm.
We're good. We're done. I've given you everything that you need. You until you actually do your fucking homework. I'm good. I'm not here to prove myself wrong. That's your job. I've already indicated where you fucked up. I've already showcased where you fucked up. I've already done my due diligence in trying to teach an entire stream a while back on how this is supposed to look and whatnot. Hell, I've even given them fucking links to YouTube channels that cover how this shit is done. And yet, this beautiful individual has decided to kind of go, well, you're not going to help me then.
Well, you can. I'm pretty sure you can sit down and give me a 3 hour lesson on how this software works.
Yeah.
And the only thing I'm gonna take away is, yeah, something looks suspicious here. And I
No,
believe you covered that in full. Something
we
looks
did.
suspicious. It's something needs to be questioned.
Yes.
We don't know what. We need to see
I
more
would like to
stuff.
see the original. I would like to see
Yeah.
the right now from what I've seen so far and how I pointed it out.
And hi,
Uh,
Sebastian.
is it one of those things that did I outright say that yeah this other person Nanless is completely fucked because they're
Well,
lying through their teeth?
it's not only that. It's like there's different versions of these DMs. And it's not just that one. Apparently, there's about 5 screenshots within Bow's document that either show more than what Nalus showed,
Yes,
shows an entire section of a message that Nalus never showed, or certain sections within a message where Nalus has edited stuff out. It's like
correct.
it's like that's all I need.
I mean,
I
just
could care. I could care less hit that
just out.
once.
Well, yeah, no,
Mhm.
just outside of the forensic portion of it, which is all it did was add on another layer of this. There's a problem here, but the visuals, straight up, you could see that there's missing bits and bobs here and there when you do a side by
And
side of, and you could.
there's actually another layer to that DM too that I can, and I've touched on a little bit, but I'll touch on just one more time on it. It's
Uh,
like until I see that message itself.
yes.
So, and I have a feeling I know why
Mm,
it probably wasn't included because of the fucking the Discord icon,
yeah.
the profile picture. That Nailus went back and found DMs far reaching back than what that is.
Oh yeah.
Why was that conversation left
No.
out? That particular conversation I was screenshotted. We see it 2 times. We see the first line of that message and a reply to redacted, and then we
Yeah.
see a screenshot version of it sent to sender.
Mm. Hey, Jim.
But what we don't have is before and after, so it's whatever.
Oh no, that's what I mean. So at the end of the day,
I'm glad your adventure's over.
yes, my adventure with Wants Apples is done. Thank fucking God. They were doing so good and then became so retarded afterwards. I'm like, I don't like this.
So, well, let's be somewhat kind. You know, he has been kind to me. I will be kind to him. So
I tried.
No,
I know.
never
I
be
know
kind
you
to
don't.
somebody. That's the wrong move.
Yeah, I know.
You always
Well-
be an evil asshole like me.
Yeah, I mean, I tried.
Well, you just
it
bitch.
failed, and
No, I'm just an evil asshole.
it's
bitch.
it just concludes that sometimes there's certain people that can get it very quickly, and other people not so much. And those people who can't get it just don't go into it. Simply just don't do it. Just don't do it. There's other things you could do, but hello. We are now going to be going through the Terrorsperg, a couple of moments of it, and to have some fun going through the yesteryears of Mersh. Well, let's see here. We got something from Deadpool again. Will you get your noggin jogging, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
But let's do it. We're all here. Let's play.
So it looks like you got a solid hour of Mersh for me.
See that? You see, there's an hour.
If I
What?
remember right, time out. If I remember right, we actually pulled clips from this particular stream
Yes.
to train Jim's voice.
This stream and a few others. Yes.
Yeah.
He had a
Yes.
better mic at
And
this
the
point.
cackle that you got is from Spider Island.
Spider Island.
Yes. Yes.
A lady dying in a mobility scooter.
Yes, on the island separation near, yeah, Spider or whatever it is. But yeah, it's called Spider Island, not an actual island that's filled with spiders. Weird how that is. Anywho, yes, that cackle was from there. I had to go through some serious edits for that, but I did it. I managed it. But we got through 3 seconds, and we got to figure out that this basic interview of Mersh is probably an hour or less.
So it's been really difficult to try and I've spent all week doing this to try and sort of condense everything down so that first of all you've got enough context for the chunks of material that I've got here, but also that it's not just so overloaded that we're just sitting here just watching Nightwave together. And yeah, so I've tried my best. I think we've probably got some of the better stuff. I've had to leave a lot out, obviously. But yeah, I figured that the format of sort of watching a couple of little clips here, and then I've got a couple of like follow-up questions as well that's sort of more formal, and then we can just, have a little chat about the kind of cringe that we're watching here. So you don't really know much about Mersh, right? You only the recent sort of things that he's popped up on in your world, really, that you've kind of picked up on.
Yeah, I can tell you my knowledge as far as Mersh goes.
Oh
So
boy.
I am familiar with him from back when Tonka was still a thing. He had done a morning kumite with Mersh and Royce, right? Royce is the other guy's name?
He is, yeah.
And so they had come on and they were talking about, because at the time they were doing all these videos about Dan Schneider, right? And, pedophilia in Hollywood was a big thing that they were covering kind of nonstop. And for whatever reason, at that time, Styx had people posting like this picture of somebody that looked remarkably like him, dressed in women's clothing and makeup. And so, and there was a lot of other stuff that was being talked about. People were saying that Styx was leaving comments for an underage girl, right? But when you would go and look at the archives, because people were archiving the videos, you could see that that wasn't actually the case. People were just doing, funny image edits. So for whatever reason, at the very end of this morning kumite,
we do. Kind of ran a miss there. Jeez. Anyways.
Royce and Mersh go in there and they throw out the thing basically calling Styx a pedophile, right? And then they leave. And so I think Tonka restarted the stream, so it's like split into 2 different episodes. They come back on there and basically are forced to apologize and sing happy birthday to Styx, which was just an amazing ritualistic humiliation for them. And so that was really my first getting to know Mersh and Royce. And then obviously since then I've come to know more about Mersh, just watching him essentially fight the entire internet, it seems like. It's like I don't know what it, I mean, like, yeah, there's a thing involving me where he's, but taking shots, I guess. But then, kind of following through with it and seeing that like he does this with everybody. It seems like he does this with fucking everyone. Oh yeah,
it's his MO. It's I think it started off. He would call himself unironically a giant killer. That was in his Twitter bio. It was Mersh Terrorsperg, no, leader of the Terrorspergs.
Right.
The giant killer, really?
Giant killer. But then it turns out that the 2 giants he tried to slay was Styx and then Matt Christiansen, and both of them made a fool of him. So,
well, the thing that fascinated me was like the depth to it, right? Because I wasn't really like that Styx thing and the Kumite thing happened like 4 or 5 years ago, right? Or whenever I mean, God, it would have been like 3 or 4 years, yeah. But
wait, I don't
know a ton about.
I got it.
All right.
Mersh is the giant killer. He uses to attack dead horse sounds.
Yeah, it's about right.
So I can do that too. I don't even need to have a stroke.
Oh God.
But just kind of with his recent interaction with me, like just the small things that I've seen and heard in his
all the small things. Anyways,
actions, it seems like there's a lot of depth there. Like, I mean, I caught the thing where he was bragging about, I make $20,000 a month, and then he's posting about his cat bills on Twitter like it's a financial burden.
You do it.
And like, if you're a high roller, why are we talking about kitty litter, Mersh? Like, you're driving a used BMW, you're bitching about kitty litter. Like, what the fuck is going on here? For
the list goes
as somebody that's been paying attention to this and have formulated a number of my own theories on a lot of Mershisms, those moments where you see him tweeting about sudden expenditures, sudden costs.
What show is he on?
Just out of...
I forget where this is stolen from, but this would be like the multitudes of nobody streams that he finds himself on. Yeah, so getting Jim to show up on a stream is not difficult, apparently.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he has found my channel, commented on it, so I mean, I'm as nobody as it gets. So
no, I know that's what I mean. So this would be like I forget who this was, but I'd have to go into the actual true archives to find out. But I went into
it's hard.
It's okay. It's okay. I get it.
The blue, it's usually mechanics or vet bills, that kind of stuff. And it's usually preceded by a night wave in which there's a massive boom in donations, and it's mostly Nightwave fans super chatting in saying, "Oh,
Yeah, it sounds like merch. Yeah, no shit.
Well, this is for the cat fund. Oh, this is for the B&W fund. And I think it's a way of like his chat feeling like they're part of his life. You know, it's that kind of like two-way thing. And I think he's kind of realized in a Pavlovian way that if he even just lightly mentions an expenditure, then that's sort of like it's like
I will say this: it's definitely not Sargoon of Akkad.
this Pavlovian click in his fans' minds of like, oh, I best get my wallet out. And help
So it's like
Mersh with his
it's like
problem.
some weird kind of self-fulfilling prophecy. He's using kitty litter expenses to make the 20 grand a month.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely he's making money. I mean, I've had a look at his Patreon, and obviously the money that he gets on Nightwave, you know, have at it at the end of the day. If he's making money,
Sure.
that's great for him. But
Yeah, and I agree. See, I don't hold any grudges, Mersh,
Oh, yeah.
against people making money on the internet. That's
yeah, I
fine. You're
think
not going on a list.
Yeah, I think he thinks that we want to try it, or at least I say we, but
I'm going to guess we as in anybody that laughs at him.
exactly, yeah. So
Yeah.
And that goes into, if you remember the whole arrest the internet saga, and it turns out
Oh my God, that was the best shit. That I did pay attention to. That whole spiel where he's like, ting, 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 ting. I laughed so fucking hard.
Well, it's the notion that of all the, because he only really knows the names of like me, Jesse from Pod Awful, Alan Powell, like a couple of people that he knows the tangible names of, and the rest of it is just Kiwi Farms and a subreddit dedicated to him, so he has no idea. So anything bad that happens, because he can't attribute it to a single
I feel like this has been stolen from an earlier version of Cope and C's. Any
tangible identity, it's emails to Kitsap
Well, you
County
think this is
Sheriff's
second
Office.
grabs?
Yeah.
I can find out.
Yeah. I could be completely off, but that's the other individual that would have had Jim show up, because this would be in the same time frame. This is what 2022, so Destiny kind of was making the mark, and everybody was making fun of him for a bit. So yeah,
with my name on it or Jesse's name, and it's kind of like if he can sort of shoehorn us into it by just even tangentially, then that seems to be enough.
Now, do you envision yourself getting a call from a local sheriff sometime 5 months from now asking you about the documentary you made on the kitty litter king, the giant slayer, Mr. Mersh himself?
The giant slayer. I would welcome that. I would be so happy if that did happen, but I'm pretty certain that Tiffany Dobbins is her name. I'm pretty sure that the minute she skimmed Mersh's email, she probably put it in the trash and ignored it.
You think she's going through it like, what should I deal with today? A rape, a homicide, a burglary, a robbery? Oh, another email from Mersh about being laughed at on the internet. Let's get on that.
Yeah, it's just, it was the audacity as well of him subtly trying to put other things in the email that could probably, trigger.
Thank you. See, it was another one that was kind of close in that genre. Okay. See, all it took was a bit of time in me searching in my brain to get it jogging on which Brit, what Brit is actually doing it.
Yep, this is Porcelain, and this is the fourth to last video on his channel. His last one was 2 years ago.
Nice.
Get their attention. Like he put the Christchurch massacre in there as a kind of like, yeah, they're sort of involved with Kiwi Farms, and as we know, Kiwi Farms were sort of involved with the Christchurch massacre. And
now I'm not saying anything here, okay, officer. I'm just, the people laughing at me may or may not be involved in violent homicidal massacres. Okay, it's just something you might want to take into consideration.
Speaking of that,
yeah, it was like I said, it was.
Okay, I bite.
Couple of people who did a what is it called? A
Swatting
to
Force
Metokur
swat.
are being held
held
by
to
the,
hostages and sentenced to some form of jury
some
type
sort
of
of jury duty.
intervention. In
or
Romania?
being tried by jury by the federal government.
Oh, federal government. Oh.
It was in the docs that I put on the back office.
Yes, I know.
But speaking of that, it's seems to be living up to that so far. Hopefully.
So far, we gotta wait to find out.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know. They might get the chair. Who knows?
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, pigeon is considered a tasty bird.
Mm-hmm. It is.
I don't know for sure, but it's been told that it's a tasty bird.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho,
Just the audacity, and he's done that before. Actually, we'll get to this with Mike Cernovich. There was a deplatforming attempt from Mersh and a couple of I say a couple. It was 1,000 of his of his circle of fans, where they all signed a petition to deplatform Cernovich. And the reasons that he put there were things like he tried to throw the Me Too thing in there because of Mike Cernovich's rape accusations, and he tried to throw in the fact that he's a Trump supporter. He tried to throw in the fact that he's a conspiracy theorist and talks about Pizzagate. And so it's the same thing. It's like he will like load his bases. He will just front load any kind of agenda that he has in order to really maximize the attention.
yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, anybody who's in the commentary department, they all try to gas up their pitchforks and torches and that to get many people to side up with them to say, hey, we're on the right side of whatever it is. And we find out later that those people are completely morons. I'm sorry. What Merch actually emailed the sheriff over? Yes, that is a thing. That is an actual thing. Yeah, I know you stuck in 85, but when you get to that part in time, expect an email to happen with your name on it. And the sheriff department just laughing, going, "Oh, this is a waste of time." Yeah.
It's like turn the computer off.
You would think, but yeah. The Adventures with Mersh. It's an interesting time frame.
It's going to get.
Oh, see, I thought he was going to get upset with Cernovich. Yeah, I guess I don't know the backstory on this. I thought, it just based on my surface level knowledge that he was, trying to get like a refund. He didn't really gain the McGilla gorilla mindset from reading his book, or he was having difficulty fucking trannies after following the how-to guide, and he wanted that money back for kitty litter. I don't know.
Well, we'll find out.
It's awesome. It's an awesome learn.
It's not just trannies that he's having trouble fucking. That's the most recent. There's been a huge recent.
Troubles with trannies. I wonder where I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Crickets. Anywho.
An amount of
you got
stuff that's being.
Oh fuck! We've got a list of people. We got a list of people we know, people that we've seen on the interwebs having issues with. Hell, Eddie Murphy's had an issue with a tranny. So, funny enough, yeah.
Yeah, funny enough, it's Jim.
I know, right?
Happening. That's incredibly internety, and it's going to take a lot of explaining. But when we get there, and if we kind of do get there, then it's going to be a big payoff, I think, because it's some of the most unhinged. Crazy. I mean, we're talking about a guy that's literally right now. He's holding up in every single stream. He's holding up a cutout of a girl that wronged him, of her naked, and he's put loads of like squares on it. And he's playing a game that every $500 donation that he gets, he pulls off a square revealing more of her naked body. And this girl is like, she's getting lawyers involved, and she's complaining about revenge porn, all this kind of stuff. And
now, I think I know a tiny bit about this. Now, is this the girl that went on to Jesse's stream?
She is, yeah.
and shared the DMs where he talked about. Didn't he try that I'm kind of a nerd thing with her when he was talking about his CB radio hobbies and shit?
Yeah. Ham radio.
Ham radio. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Maybe I can take care of you if the grid ever goes down. I'm a survival man. I got my CB radio.
And it's just funny how quickly he goes from the kind of milady stuff at the beginning.
He has to have.
Where he's talking about like, oh, I thought you hated me.
Money.
Oh fuck yes! I mean, He also big leagues and tells everybody he goes to Vegas and he's got the high roller level, and was found out that he no longer has the high roller level. It's a beautiful adventure with Mersh. Oh, could you send me that link to this particular video so I can put it into the chat later?
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, all this kind of stuff. And then
I like making sure people actually get to see the original.
as soon as the discussion turns a little sour for him, and with a disagreement of, I think it was a disagreement on which one of them stopped the kissing from turning into something more serious. He claims that he stopped it. She claimed that she stopped it, and we'll never know. But then he turns into the most enraged incel that you just full on MRA MGTOW just started attacking her and look, she is a former cam girl, so I guess she gets what she gets, but it was just the turn was quite beautiful. But we will get to that. I don't want to spoil.
Oh yeah. No, like I said, I know just a little bit. So I mean, you kind of got the idea then. That one kind of mainstream, and then I guess bits and pieces and fragments I've heard people make jokes about that I kind of get, but I don't know the deep lore. So it'll be good to know.
I'm just happy that because with Mersh, it's a weird topic because so many people don't give a shit. Because obviously, why would you?
Right. Yeah.
But I feel that once you get the bite, once it kind of once you understand why he's funny, and it's really difficult to let it go. Really, I find at least.
Sure. Yeah, a lot of people seem super fucking excited for the documentary.
Yeah. It's probably the second most requested thing I get after fucking Ethan Ralph. It's just.
Yeah, with all the shit going. Yeah, right. And it's weird that these two are like bosom buddies now, right? Like they're doing the bowling thing together, and they're going to Vegas. They both. I mean, it seems like once Ralph started going to Vegas, because isn't Mersh in Vegas right now?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, so we got all these high rollers going down with their kitty litter money just to bet on black in the casinos. So
it does feel that
you try not to bet on black, otherwise a big black man might show up and to beat you for the monies. Always red. That way the Redskins get a profit, right? Right there, Sparkles.
Sparkles.
It's okay.
Sparky has died. It's okay.
It's fine. He's trying to go out there, try to make sure people bet on the red.
This is all self-preservationist when it comes to alliances that you can make, and it's what I feared would happen from back in the day when it was a little less like this, and then suddenly no, there's not really any accountability anymore, and people sort of are able now to create their little enclaves and create their little communities where everything is fed back to them, and they've got protection from everyone involved there. And I think that it's almost like this mafia cabal thing with the 5 families, and now you've got Mersh's group, you've got Ethan and the Killstream and everybody there, and I feel like it's almost like everybody looks after each other, and it's a weird. I mean, for entertainment purposes, it's fantastic. I can't wait for this bowling thing, but yeah, I kind of see the sinister elements.
The bowling went very
well.
far.
Yeah, it is weird. I mean, I think it's part kind of just generalized censorship, kind of pushing people away. But
true.
A good majority. Oh, shit! My screen just died on me. Sorry about that. I had power saving mode on. There we go. But yeah, I think it is kind of. I've noticed too. Like, there's this weird transition. I don't know if you've noticed this with content on the internet that went from almost being just kind of exclusively videos, kind of transitioning into streams, but now it's like everybody's doing podcasts. And like those podcasts are like the most segregated things, right? And I mean, I'm fine with that. I know everybody, a lot of people listen to him. I think like Sargon's a good example, right? His channel started to kind of diminish, and then he went to do the White Lotus.
Yes.
I think that's doing really well from what I understand.
They've got staff that
yeah, like he's got a whole studio and everything. Like he's doing his own Tim Pool thing. But I've noticed, like, he's doing that. I mean, obviously, like Tim Pool does his kind of thing where it's kind of a split. But I think I'm noticing, like, I wouldn't be surprised, I guess is what I'm saying, if you notice, like the next step or iteration will be something like Ethan Ralph and Mersh and maybe a few others trying to hop off, maybe even live streaming altogether and move into more podcast focused, right?
Yeah, similar to
Like, I mean, I don't know like what's going to happen with what is it, Fuentes and Cozy TV. I can't imagine that's going to last long.
Yeah.
And once that's gone, I mean, it's really just what Odyssey and Rumble, right?
Yeah.
And so they're going to need something, right? They're going to, they're going to be on Podbean or whatever fucking podcasting service they can find. But that's going to, I think, what you're seeing, that's going to accelerate it, right? Because if you thought it was like a feedback loop before where the garden was closed off, it's going to be crazy going forward.
Oh,
Pretty
yeah,
much.
absolutely. Right, I'll start playing the
Sure.
the clip then. So first of all, we got the sorry, go ahead.
How long is this documentary going to be?
Oh fucking hell. I was thinking about doing it in parts, but I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to do it all and just get it done with and just leave Mersh alone for the rest of my life. So it's probably shaping up to be a couple of hours, I think. It's just I will end up having to drop a lot of stuff as well, though, to be fair. But yeah, it's definitely going to be quite lengthy.
Well, personally, I love documentaries like this, and I think a lot of people like long form videos. So don't try to constrain yourself too much. I mean, I'd sit there and watch it if it was 7 hours. Like I watch those fucking video game analysis videos where people spend 8 hours talking about Morrowind. So if that can hook me, watching Mersh cry about kitty litter for 10 days is gonna probably do it too.
Right, let's go. Stand-up comedy. So this is just a couple of clips. It's mostly just laughing at the things he's wearing. So just hone in on the things he's wearing is essentially.
Focus on the outfits.
That is true. I mean, you also have to remember that Fuentes has a small collection of Catboys. Just a small collection. I think he bought most of it from Keffels.
That could be possible.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Pause. This is him?
That is him from mid-2000s. You can see the finger gloves there. And
no, I couldn't because the video quality is so terrible. But now that you pointed it out, I wasn't really focused on the gloves. I did. So okay, he was a stand-up comic.
yeah, well,
Was he a successful one?
well, he's now podcasting. So.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Yeah, he's now the co-chair of fucking Nightwave, right, or whatever the fuck it is. Our Return of the Sis.
Return of the Sis. I mean, it might as well be called that. To be fair.
It looks like he's wearing a conductor's hat. Is that a train conductor's hat? Have you ever? I'm just trying to.
The fat controller.
Didn't he recently say he needed like a fashion help or something?
Yes, he did. He wanted a professional stylist to essentially to help him with photo shoots, which I guess he's going to be doing.
No.
Oh my god, I want a headshot of this motherfucker. Like I want like a full fashion catalog of Mersh, just nothing but him and his goiters, his giant fucking neck goiters, and his little conductor hats. All right, I'm sorry. You caught me off guard a little. I thought we were gonna, this was gonna be like his cross-eyed ass looking around on his podcast. I didn't know we are gonna go right into stand-up.
Oh yeah, it goes back a bit. So.
How old is he?
He's about 38 now, 37, 38. I think.
No, I meant in the clip. How old is he in the clip?
Been in his mid-20s, I would say, probably 26. I'd say, maybe even maybe a bit older than that, maybe late 20s.
And based on the outfit, I'm guessing he's doing this routine in the village. All right.
The YMCA.
I would imagine so. It's like an S&M Freddy Krueger with his t-shirt, with his shirt there as well. And he's as you can see, the jacket, the sports coat is a favorite of Mersh's. He's been wearing it. I think he wears it now, or at least he got bullied out of wearing them, but he was wearing them for a while to cover the excess chunk there. But...
Is it the same one? Is he that frugal? He's held on to the same dinner jacket now for a good decade or two, do you think?
God,
it wouldn't surprise me. I think the one that he clung on to the longest was this kind of cream one that started getting less and less cream the longer he wore it.
But, it became more and more Mersh colored, did it?
Yeah, it was certainly looking disheveled by the end of it. And then again, I think he just got bullied out of it. Jesse used to do streams dressed as him.
Really?
Yeah, with like pillows up his body and everything, and he'd wear like, because he's bought loads of Nightwave t-shirts from Mersh just as a joke. So I think that's why Mersh doesn't wear them anymore.
The thing that's fucking with my head too is you said this would have been when he's in his mid-20s. He's his late 30s now, so this would have been like 2010, like 2005 to
Probably earlier than
2010.
that, yeah, about 2005, 2006.
Why is he wearing 80s fashion then? Like, what the fuck is the deal with the fingerless gloves? That's so out of fashion by this point, right?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
I believe it's just a case of trying to make himself look interesting and trying to stand out. Perhaps I've no idea, because I don't remember. I mean, I'm fairly old now, and I don't remember anybody dressing like this in the.
Well, not in this one. Like, I would expect like fingerless gloves like that. Like, okay, maybe that's like a chick in the 80s that's into like a hairband. Maybe she'd be wearing fingerless gloves,
Yeah.
but not a grown man in 2005 when people are walking around with, technology that's starting to catch up with the world, right? It's just a little weird.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Big J Okerson is obviously famous for the fingerless gloves, but he does it for, like, I think he's kind of like into the goth scene and stuff. But
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do the whole look.
I drink a lot, man. Man. My liver is fucking hardcore. I'm gonna tell you that shit right now. My liver looks like a dead 9-year-old Dominican kid.
Can you pause it for one sec?
Yeah.
More than the fashion of the fedora, what really struck me on that clip is he's doing his stand-up bit in front of the restaurant, and they're talking louder than he is. They're so uninterested in the punchline to his fucking joke that they're just shouting over him. That's got to be so demoralizing.
I think stand-up always looks incredibly lucrative. It looks like such a great time, but you forget that you're watching people that aren't performing to 4 people eating their dinner, trying to get on with their lives. So it just must be an absolute train wreck trying to do stand-up in this environment.
It's a choice for the patron, right? Do I want to enjoy my fried chicken and my overpriced beer, or do I want to look at this guy who's dressed like a commando up on stage that thinks he's an extra from like fucking Rambo or something with his green beret hat? Tell a joke about Puerto Ricans. I don't know. I think I'll eat
9-year-old
fucking...
9-year-old Puerto Ricans. Jeez.
Yeah, he's just
Is this from Halloween? It's frozen right now on a picture of him dressed. Was he in the green berets, or what the fuck am I looking at here? Do you see the hat?
I think that's a cap, but I think it's like a sideways. He used to do.
Oh, maybe it's okay,
look.
yeah, okay. Because the angle I'm looking at with the coloration makes it look like a green beret hat, and then it kind of looks like the zipper around his neck is dog tags or cat tags in his case. And so I'm like, did he go up there as like a faking and being a veteran to get laughs?
Yeah, like he's some kind of like wigger prop comic. But well, you've also got to remember as well, he was homeless until a few years ago. I mean,
Because of course he was.
and even before living at Royce's. I mean, we'll get to the homeless segment. There is a homeless segment.
No, not a
Tonight,
homeless
but,
segment.
we're talking about a man that during most of his 20s and early 30s was living in his car. I mean, he used to post on Whackbag with the old O&A
Oh
forums,
God.
talking about how this Mercury he had was the greatest homeless car he's ever had.
Oh, just like the BMW is the most fantastic vehicle that he's ever bought.
Yeah.
It's always rose-colored. So you're telling me that these comedy clubs were letting in a homeless guy who probably smelled like death, wearing fingerless gloves that do stand-up routines. He's parking a shitty Mercury out front, scaring off the fucking patrons.
Yeah.
And that was his life through his 20s.
Yeah, and he's probably going to sleep in their parking lot as well.
I'll tell you what, Merch, tonight we're going to pay you with dumpster number A. We'll let you dig through it before we call the police. Get on up there.
Test the voice. You can choose a ready guy or some celestial voice. And I've always had bad relationships. Way back. Even the girl I lost my virginity to, this really beautiful half black, half Puerto Rican chick. I used to like to joke that I didn't lose my virginity, that she stole it from me. But
Oh God, him and his Puerto Rican half black chicks. Jeez.
Oh Jesus! Oh God!
The funny
I
thing
almost
is-
want to cry for him because it's so sad.
Well, I know, but the funny thing is that he kind of uses that constantly through his Nightwave moments. So it's like all his stand-up that failed him, he migrated it over to his podcast, and then wonders why no one actually pays attention to him.
I'm glad some people thought that was funny. I didn't get a single laugh at her Sweet 16. Not a single laugh.
Oh, they let him in at a festival?
Yeah, This is X Fest, I think 2007, I believe.
Oh,
Okay,
geez.
now I've got to ask, do you think that he was legitimately invited, or do you think the parking lot they set this up in, he was already sleeping in his Mercury and he just wandered on stage?
Well, from what I gather, this is a music festival that he was brought on stage basically as they're dismantling the set from the previous band and getting ready for the next band, whilst everybody else is getting drinks and minding their own business.
he's the
That's
guy we
even
throw our
funnier.
drinks
So
at.
basically,
Yeah.
the owner of this gig was like, listen,
Yeah, the filler. Hey, we need to get our shit in order, but no one's going to pay attention to you. So here's a couple of bucks. Say whatever you need to say on stage. That's it. I love it.
we just need to drown out the sound of construction in the background. Pick any random asshole. They don't have to be funny. We just need them to talk.
Exactly. Yeah, we just need to keep people in one group essentially. Just ensure that they don't wander off and until the band comes on and you're all set. But I remember he put out a tweet calling this the best day of his life at the time. So that's
Well, he's got a captive audience. Nobody can run away. He can claim
Yeah, they
that
can't go anywhere.
I've got what is it? So X Fest Music Festival, 5,000 people.
Just like Firefest, you can't leave the island.
10,000 people that are forced to listen to me losing my virginity to a black girl who stole it. Get it? That's a punchline.
His material, you will find, is essentially the sort of cutting room floor of Jim Norton and Doug Stanhope. Essentially, he just apes their material. Actually, literally.
Well, of course, the homeless man's going to pick up the scraps. That's what he's used to. Yeah.
Let's go on. This look, by the way, you can't see it. So it's incredibly pixelated, but there is a still image of it, and it's quite possibly my favorite. So we'll go on.
I went through hell, man. I actually got drunk last night, blacked out at a show. My car broke down in a Jack Shack. No joke, man. It was really I actually had to end up beating a hooker to death with a tennis shoe just to steal her car and get to fucking X Fest tonight. So it was a lot of work. I actually got cancer in my liver, right? I was on the toilet one day, crapped out the tumor. The tumor was fucking crying. I was like, what's the matter, tumor? Apparently my liver beat the shit out of the tumor, fucked it up the ass, took its milk money. Cancer is now suing my liver.
Pause for a sec.
Wow.
It's weird, right? Like it's a weird.
Yeah. Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, I don't know, but that's supposed to be some young dude back in the day before he picked up a hot gig called Nightwave,
Mishmash of it feels
which sounds like an '80s show, by the way.
like really early attempt at being like I wouldn't even say Norton. I'd say more like Jim Brewer. Have you ever seen Jim Brewer stand up?
Yeah.
It's like Jim Brewer, and then for whatever reason, I don't know why this is, and I've only seen a little bit of it, but it feels like Owen Benjamin. It's like a weird combination of Jim Brewer and Owen Benjamin telling really just. It's like the drunk guy at the party. It doesn't feel like a stand-up routine to me.
Yeah, I mean, we will definitely see later on. It's funny you do say Owen Benjamin because he doesn't only steal the sort of comedic vein of Owen Benjamin. I mean, he becomes him actually. He manifests Owen Benjamin's entire persona later, much later on, and we will get to that. But
is that one of the giants he slew so he can wear his skin now?
Oh yeah, I mean it was a huge thing. The Owen Benjamin, it was Dan Schneider basically got them sort of on the map, at least according to them. Although essentially they did about 3 videos that hit 100,000 views, and it's a strange one because I think Mersh really attributes Dan Schneider's downfall to them, to that show, as if they had any imprint whatsoever on what's happening in Hollywood.
Not at all. I mean, Dan Schneider was being made fun of on almost every image board you could imagine. I mean, that's where I think I saw it in a majority of people. I mean, it's always been a joke what he did, right? And I think that's where they probably got the idea or the source material for their initial streams. I mean, I'm not, maybe the videos were great. I'm not trying to take it away. But I do remember them doing Dan Schneider stuff. But yeah, he was talked about everywhere before that.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason I bring that up is obviously Owen Benjamin became kind of like the I guess it was a giant that he killed, but essentially Owen Benjamin was so off the rails that I don't think Mersh had anything to do with anything there with Owen Benjamin. I think Owen Benjamin just sort of self-imploded. I think that's just what
Well,
happened.
I don't know how you can make that assessment. Owen Benjamin's totally sane when he's talking about opening his aperture so he can squirt out turpentine to kill the fucking parasites, right? Like he's totally normal.
Really hammered, make some noise. Who's drinking irresponsibly tonight? Yeah. You didn't drink as much as I did, fucker. I am hardcore, man. I drink a lot, dude. My liver looks like a dead 2-year-old Dominican kid. I'm not kidding you.
How is it? Can you pause? How is it that somebody who's already waddling around because they look a bit pudgy is wearing pants that seem to be 3 sizes too big?
Wow.
Do you notice that it looks like he took a dump in his drawers with this?
I was waiting for you to notice. It's more striking in the still image that we'll get to.
Oh, God.
But it's almost at thigh level. It looks like he's wearing diapers. Like if you go to thigh level, it's like a weird jean version of Hammer Pants. I've been watching him waddle back and forth in these, and I was like, God damn, those are big.
Mm-hmm.
They're like clown pants.
Do you think he was too embarrassed? He went to the Salvation Army because he's driving his broken Mercury there after eating a good meal from the dumpster at the comedy club, and he finds a brand new pair of pants, but they're clown pants. So he like spray paints them so they look like jeans. Like, no, these are really high-end Jordache. You don't understand. I'm fashionable. Look at my fingerless gloves.
Yeah, you'll see the jacket's even worse. If you think that the trousers are too big, the jacket's.
I'm trying to like.
Got it. It's like someone like a kid wearing his dad's suit.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand like the mentality. Do you think it was like he's a little self-conscious? He thought, I'm not saying he's fat in this. He's just a little pudgy. But do you think like he thought, oh, okay, I can take away from that if I just wear something that's so oversized, I look thin. Or do you think that he just needed room to make a?
That is true. I mean, a lot of columns, and Mersh decided to take a dive in all of them.
A boom boom in his big boy pants.
I don't know. Probably the guy who won those
I
pants
think
before him.
they really enjoy
It's very possible.
loose-fitting clothes. I think it just gives him a bit of freedom, and I
Oh,
think
it's
it's a
chafing
subconscious
me.
thing.
Is there there's going to be like a picture someday that surfaces of him at like a beach where it's just nothing but chafe marks up and down his legs? Is that what you're saying? Looks like somebody attacked him with sandpaper.
I really wish there was a diagram of that. No, now that you've given me the image, I can't.
Oh,
not
it's
see
like
it.
there's a,
Hello, Pen. What are you doing over there with your question marks? I feel you have many questions, and I have only one answer.
I'm telling you, it's like the fucking demarcation line between North and South Korea, right at his legs. Like maybe it's just the quality of the video, but like it looks like there's something there. Like it's top of the thighs to like right to the waist.
I am fucking hardcore.
Here's some of the.
What the fuck?
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. There we go. So I can get the full picture.
At least he doesn't give up, I guess.
His hairline gave up.
Wow. Yeah.
There's a few things that gave up on him. He's
His
kind of
brain
just
with the
chucking
sperm.
and hope for the best. His brain slowly gave up on him. His hairline. Yeah, hell, other people have given up on him.
Yeah.
To a point where he's got to do a lot of sweeping for a certain, Ethan Ralph.
Oof.
Yeah, I know. He remember, this is the guy that's
Yeah.
working with Ethan Ralph, and has to take the amount.
Oh,
He's got to play the good guy in this entire team. Oh God.
Yeah.
Go away. If I click on that, well, that's not going to screw them. Okay, cool. I like the shoes
There
on
we
that
go.
previous picture. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
This is
God.
fantastic. Yeah, look at the streak. The jacket's terrible too. You're right, by the way. It looks like it's. I just don't get it, man. Was he going through like different fashion looks? Do you think like he was trying to find his look and like everything is a different iteration? Was he trying different shit every month?
Well, Mersh is he's he's famed now for having. He's a man of phases. He's got very many phases. I mean, we've seen him
That's fair.
go through fads like going to the gym, going through cryptocurrency, buying a gun, getting a cat, all the things that he's been doing just in the last year alone.
then
And I think
Uber Eats and all that.
he's got that with looks as well. We like to joke that there's like a Matrix merch, that there's a Wigger merch, that there's I mean, you'll see. I don't know if you've seen the picture of the Matrix merch where he's got the kind of like sticky up hair and he's like smoking and eating.
Is that the one where he looks like a pedophile tried to walk in to hang out with like emo teenagers and abduct one of them? Is that the one we're talking
have
about?
to specify because a lot of them look like that.
Oh, are there a lot of them like that?
Yeah.
I like how it's like, yeah, it's a 30-day limit. Is that, do you think, the time limit for his fads before he gives up on them? Did he trade the gun in for the cat? Is that what we're doing? Like he's going to trade the cat in for something next? Maybe he'll try a new look.
I just think and it's the similar thing with why he's gained the weight. Is I just don't
it's
think
almost like hitting low hanging fruit at this point.
It is, unfortunately.
It's like, yeah, it's funny, but it's like,
It's merch.
it's like hitting the blind retarded deaf kid, you know, with a dodgeball. And,
Dude,
you know,
at least the blind retarded deaf kid makes a good noise.
I mean,
Merch, on the other hand,
yeah, stuff like that.
yeah. Merch, on the other hand, not so much. We have to wait for those great little sound bites to happen with him. If they came more often, maybe people would be more, down with Merch.
Honestly, I think the blind deaf retarded kid would have a more successful career.
He does. That kid does.
That kid would do better on stage, and everyone would be like, yeah. Kid would
Pretty much.
You know.
He'd have his own TV series pulling up, a "Hey, you guys" kind of thing.
God damn it.
And Merch would be just
I'm
kind of.
going to hell.
We've already been there.
Yeah, we're already here. What
We've got the party favors and a shitty T-shirt that I had to make in order for people to buy. We can't hold out on pen for that one. Anywho,
he's a guy that can really
And a
stick
mug,
to
don't forget a mug.
anything.
oh yeah,
And a
But
website.
it's quite
Things,
entertaining.
things certainly can stick to him if you look at that gut.
oh
Yeah,
geez.
I think he went through crypto and then
And if you have any
for a
place
few
pen, you
months it
decide
was
to
just
come here.
constant. The only thing he would talk about and the only thing he would tweet about. And then I think the penny dropped where he actually didn't really.
No. If the penny dropped, he's still there trying to find it to pick it up. Trust me.
If the penny drops, he's picking that sucker up.
He's
If a half a penny drops,
he's pulling out his metal detector and everything just to make sure he can find that fucker.
and then he'll like hold on to it until he finds another half.
Jeez.
Know how to do anything with crypto, and who's essentially spending 6 months holding the bag for the people making real money.
So
and
he went on Biz basically and read the jokes and thought they were serious, and so started throwing his money into it.
yeah, and I think he probably joined Wall Street Bets subreddit, and
So he's like the eternal bag holder. Did anybody listen to his crypto advice? Oh God, how many people got fucked because of that?
Oh God.
I dread to imagine, but
Oh
No
my
wonder he
God,
bought the gun.
that's right.
That's probably why.
that's a slightly.
It feels like he wants to sell me like a timeshare.
Now this is I enjoy this one a lot. I mean, not just the look, but the notorious comedic outlaw, aka the Duke of Douchebaggery, Mersh.
Now, did he make this himself?
He did.
So that's the title he came up with, the Duke of Douchebaggery.
Wow.
Yeah, it was something he was trying to run. I mean, this was around the time he was also trying to create a wrestling comedy show.
Duke of Douchebag.
Wait. A wrestling comedy show. The two of them barely meet with each other. A wrestling comedy show. Okay.
Great. Oh, okay. I Mersh, maybe you should have tried out something like the autistic a-literist. There will maybe it would have gone better for you.
Yeah, I mean, this again. He's got a weird thing about names and sort of like, you know, whether it's leader of the Terrorspergs or giant killer. It was actually 5-1 giant killer. Essentially, him saying that he's got 5 wins. I don't necessarily know who those 5 are.
He's doing it like Tonka, like that fake wrestling shit.
Yeah, he's big into that. So I think that's probably where all these naming conventions come from. I think it's he likes to imagine his name being yelled through the PA speakers at a wrestling event or something.
And so this was for a gig he was going to do. This poster we're looking at.
I don't think it was necessarily a gig. I think it was just something I think he posted as a kind of like, I don't know, social marketing.
It's so feminine, right? Like I know, right? But who does that? What guy does that? Like I thought, okay, maybe this is like a poster outside the comedy club, right? Like he's like, oh, just put this up, right, to promote me or whatever. But like I'm imagining him acting like a 13-year-old girl on like Instagram. Like, oh, they're gonna love this. I need to put my face in this so everybody knows who I am, and I get comments on what I look like, and then how bad I'm the Duke of Douchebaggery, how badass I am.
Okay, this is going to happen a lot because what you're saying there really fits into something that we're going to see later on, especially regarding posts that look like they've been written by a teenage girl.
Have I plucked a thread already?
Okay. I am tempted to get there now, but I think we'll wait for it. But yeah, when we're talking about Mersh's social media feed essentially looking like it's been written by a teenage scene girl. Then,
oh God!
Yeah, we're definitely on.
Oh yeah, I hope I'm not talking too much. Like you got to remember, I know nothing about this guy, so I'm already interested. Just off a little bit of fashion. It's kind of funny stuff. Nothing huge, right? But just kind of funny outfits and a little bit of attention whoring.
Okay, so this was a post 2011. So he had a break from comedy, and so he is just talking about returning to comedy.
Oh, did comedy dump him?
Yeah, I think after X Fest 2007, I think after that things didn't go quite so well, and I think it was related to Opie and Anthony's Bobo. That's probably the reason, which we'll get to in a second.
No, at this time, was he living in the Mercury when he's posting from Facebook?
It was on and off. I think he was living in the Mercury, especially during the mid-2000s, but he was also couch surfing, and he was Facebook posts talking about people, these couches that he's staying on, and him being a burden to people and complaining.
Wait, so that wasn't... See, I know a little bit about it. So that wasn't just Royce. He wasn't just sleeping on his couch. It was more than just Royce.
I think his
more than a
his
decade.
Sister, he was on and off staying at his sister's place, and then just generic sort of friends here and there, from what I gathered from his Facebook feed, at least.
All these, like, I'm already kind of getting like a sense, right? Like, it's all these aspects of things. Like, I mean, it would suck to be homeless. People have been homeless, or it would suck to have just not any, I guess, insight into bad fashion and walking around looking like an idiot. But like, those are all just minor little character traits or aspects of your life. But it feels like Mersh kind of compiles them. This is where I'm almost seeing this going. It's like he takes all the stupid or bad things that might happen, and he's made that into one person. Right? Like he's combined it into this thing called Mersh.
Again, we're about to get into something that feeds off perfectly for that. So
I think Jim knows
this
exactly
one
what the
bit
story
I can't wait
is.
for you to get your reaction, because it's I wonder myself, like what a kind of casual observer would think about some of this stuff. Essentially, it involves GoFundMe to a degree, but
oh God,
oh yeah, because I'm a total virgin to this shit. Yeah, a lot of this is just like, I didn't know he lived in a Mercury.
So this is him ready to work the stage, ready to hurt your feelings.
The Giant Slayer's coming. Can you handle it? You ready for my hot pants?
And then this is in 2012, where I guess he's sort of gotten a bit confident. He's sort of feeling like he's a real comedian, and then he's he's posting basically why the hell aren't we all comedians, and he's there gatekeeping comedy because despite what you think, none of your life experiences or opinions are unique, nor is your personality. You lack the fresh perspective and talent to craft a punchline, unlike
Did
me.
he write this looking in a mirror? Did he get confused and hit post by accident?
You are banal and ordinary, despite how original and witty your co-workers at the dollar store think you are. I mean, this is the greatest projection of all time. You aren't funny enough. So I found that to be one of the funniest posts I think I've ever read, especially from somebody who's struggling in comedy.
Well, I mean, there's a clip of Warski, right, doing stand-up.
Oh yeah.
And I gave him shit for it, but like it felt like just based off the clips I watched, it felt like Warski put more energy into it. You know what I mean? Like he was. It's just there's more a little bit of a. I don't know. It's just I guess it
and,
compared to Mersh.
The reaction that he got was incredibly surprising for what it was. I mean, I'm sure he'll admit that it wasn't the greatest set in the world, but they were with him. They were definitely, and that's
the thing. I think Warski did it for just a little bit, but it feels like Mersh has been doing this for, I guess, years.
Yeah, he lives his life now as like an embittered want to be comic, and one that never really quite made it, and now he's sort of made it his life's mission. There was a moment actually when he got Revenge of the Sith sort of off the ground with Royce, and they were kind of finding their feet and getting there. So again, similar to this post here, Mersh got supremely cocky and started posting, essentially screaming at all the comedians that didn't give him chances, all the comedians that passed him by, and he was like, and I think he said something to the extent of, we're going to be a success here, and we will not be so kind to you, to all you comedians, when you come begging.
You know what encapsulates that the most? Have you ever seen a show called Kids in the Hall?
Yeah.
Canadian comedy show?
Yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
Okay, there's one skit they do where one of the guys he's like an office worker, and he gets bumped up to middle management. And his boss is like, it's not really a pay raise, but we just changed your title. And he goes apeshit with power, with moderate power. And it's the funniest fucking thing. He's screaming at people. All his coworkers he was submissive to, won't let them drink water, orders them under the desk, and he gets fired in like a day. That's Mersh. That clip is fucking Mersh.
It is. It's I should have put that in this, because again, it's another really, really funny post. And it's he's got this sort of gatekeeping mentality that the minute he has a modicum of
power
slight
goes
success,
to his head,
suddenly he's made it in his brain. He's having the greatest life, the best life, and
yeah, it sounds about right. But when it comes down to Mersh,
I have the horse voice.
There we go.
We'll see more of that later, when he's talking about just how much he's. I mean, you've seen it with the $20,000 a month claims and all that kind of stuff.
Are you sure you have your adult diapers, just in case the cops show up to take you away?
Jill Biden will be over here in a minute.
Female cop. Gun drawn. Female cop. Gun drawn.
Oh God.
And dog doesn't get it.
Ohio.
Female cop.
There you go.
What white female cop being the most competent cop? Oh God.
Oh God.
I love that part.
It's the oh God that makes it.
He's so confident of the direction that he wants to go that he kind of loses it midway. He's like, "Why did the female cop blah?" And
Well, here's the thing. He probably knew at the beginning he fucked up, but he couldn't get his brain to translate to his mouth quick enough what the fuck was happening.
I did love the "oh God" part.
Oh God.
Oh, with the power of the retard.
Most competent cop
Power of the retard compels you.
on this scene. Oh God.
Oh God. I just love that. God. I know it's going to happen to me someday, but
Female.
I'm going to be like, fuck.
She showed restraint.
She choked restraint. She choked the restraint.
When she was, did she become Munchop so the other person can become Munchamp? Jesus Christ. Anyways, that is a bit of the porcelain stuff. So if you guys really wanted to, I know Sparky posted it earlier. Uh, it's up there somewhere.
And it's only like 3 blue.
I know, right? So yeah, you can watch more of that beautiful thing known as merch. It's about 5 hours long. I think we've hit enough of the adventures of the stand-up portion of Mersh. It doesn't get any better. Unfortunately, Mersh needs to get away from his stand-up years and to I don't know, just get away
he went from his stand-up years to his seizures sit-down years.
Yeah, I mean, basically at this point, maybe he should just walk away from the internet. Call it a day. Call it a fucking day. But there you go. There you go. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I know I did. Did you two enjoy your shows?
A little.
A little?
It's mush, no.
Yeah, I know, right? We have many more Metokurisms to hunt down and to bring about and yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, and we may or may not get another Metokur event sometime within, I want to say, July.
Well, goody.
Well, we have to find out whether he's going to do his I told you so moment with the swatters.
Wow.
So we'll have to wait to find out. But that has been posted somewhere. So are we sending people elsewhere?
There's nobody I know of right now that is streaming, so no, not on my end.
Alrighty. That note, I'm Rogue. These are the other two lovely individuals. They get their last rites. I hit buttons. We get the fuck out of here.
You go ahead, Jim.
Oh God! Oh God!
No. It's like this.
Then you gotta add the oh God on there.
Yeah, that needs to be there.
All right. Well, hang on.
You gotta. It's too late. Re-edit later.
Competent cop on the scene. Oh God.
we just need the oh God moment.
You just need the oh God with the horse sound and then the oh God. We just edit that together and we have that clip and we just
hang on. So something like this.
Oh God.
Oh God.
God.
On the scene. Oh God.
A little bit closer together, but yes.
You got the idea. You got the idea.
I got 30 seconds to pick out.
It's okay. You'll figure it out.
We'll edit it with sound clips later.
Oh God! But Sparky, your last rites, if any.
We did them.
Oh, good. Get the fuck out of here. Peace, bitches. Go touch grass. Do whatever you're